Hello everyone, this is Michael Green and I'm going to be giving you a overview of our new pick your own bud weighing policy. So this system is very similar to what we have been doing with a few small changes. The first change is that customers will now be paying for all of the weight that they get. And we've lowered our prices to accommodate for this. And in a moment I will show you an example of what this means, so hopefully I'll make more sense at that time. Also now with this new system, customers can pick any bud that they want and get any amount of weight that they want. It doesn't need to be a gram or an eighth or a quarter. If they want 2.3 grams of this and 1.7 grams of that, they can definitely do that, and obviously as long as it's within the legal limits. Also, now we are going to be able to meet prices, so if someone wants to spend $40, we will be able to say, we can give you this amount of bud for that price. And also, we now have quarter price breaks, and one thing that is going to be changing is that we'll no longer be making shaky buds of the the formerly, I should say, $19 strains, instead we're going to be rolling those into joints, and again in a second I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. And we're switching to this new method of weighing for a more flexible experience for the customers, and also to increase our inventory efficiency and increase our regulatory compliance. Okay, so now it's time for some examples. And for the first example, we've got our customer checked in here. It's number 10,000, excuse me, and 1. And this customer wants to get a gram of train wreck. So get out your jar of train wreck and you pick out a nugget and put it on the scale, and the scale reads 1.05 grams. So whatever the weight that the scale reads, you put that weight into BioTrack and it charges for that exact amount of weight. So if this was 1 gram exactly, it would cost $21 with this new pricing structure. But since we are now charging for all of the weight that the customer gets, it's going to cost them $22.05, which is actually cheaper than they would be paying previously with our old weighing policy. So I'm going to ask this customer if it's alright with them, if it's 0.05 over, and that it'll be 22.05 instead of 21, and most likely they'll be okay with it. If it's not, I'll reach in the jar for another bud and eventually find one that is either under a gram and they'll be paying a little less, which they could possibly be down with, or if they really want a gram, you can get that bud and break a little bit off of your 1.05 bud, but I don't think that that's going to be a problem very often. So let's just say they're okay with the 1.05 gram bud, and let's say they also want to get a gram of cannatonic, and the gram that you get is also 0.05 over, and again they're cool with it. And now you can see that in total they have 2.1 grams, and they want to get the 8th price break, so they're looking to get another 1.4 grams. So this customer wants some sour diesel, and so we're going to get them 1.4 grams of sour diesel, and they're going to pay for all of those grams. And then now you'll notice, since they're at a total of 3.5 grams, which is our 8th price break, they are charged the 8th price. So this is how the cumulative pricing works with the pick your own buds weighing policy, and that cumulative pricing structure goes up. You get price breaks at a quarter, a half ounce, and an ounce. So just keep that in mind. If someone has like 6.5 grams, just make sure you let them know that if they get an extra half gram, they'll get that price break of the quarter. So that is the cumulative section, and now I'm going to show you if someone comes in and wants to spend a specific amount of money, how you make that happen. So let's say, for the sake of this example, that someone is coming in and they're a local and they are not on the rewards program because they don't want to be for some reason, and they want to get $60 of Trainwreck. And so first thing that I have to make sure that I do is enter the discount that they get right in here. So what I did is I just clicked the special box and then this window pops up. And so since they're a local, they get a percentage discount of 20%. So I'm just going to enter that value in there, and then it's going to require a discount reason. They're a local. And so now I have that 20% discount in there. So when it's calculating the amount of grams that they can get for $60, it's going to factor in that discount, which is very important, because if you didn't have that discount in there, it would be basically impossible to tell them how much they could get for $60. So I put that discount in there, I enter that they want $60, and look at that, I can get 3.75 grams for $60. And so that's what they want, so I'm going to grab the nuggets to get me to 3.75, and they're going to be happy and I'm going to be happy. So that's meeting a price point. And then the last thing that's changing is the way that we are moving shaky buds. So it's a little confusing because we're changing the names of the tiers. What used to be called premium is now called luxury, and I guess this standard, I guess, would be what it used to be called, is now premium, and then we have the sale. And so one thing that's happening is that when you have a luxury strain, or a strain that's selling at luxury prices, and you're down to the end of that batch and you just have shaky buds, so at that time you get a gram of luxury shaky bud for the premium price. So basically, your luxury, when it's shaky, switches to the premium pricing structure. Well, what if you have a strain that you're selling as premium and it gets down to the shaky bud level? We're no longer going to be selling the premium strains at $15 a gram. Instead, we're going to be taking those and grinding them up and rolling them into joints. So I think that I covered everything in this video. Probably didn't, and let me know if I didn't, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, etc., etc. And thanks for the time watching, and I hope that you have a good day. Bye bye.